And then I'm going to paste the footer in the order details. I'm going to paste it here. And then I'm going to again close it down because we don't want to work on it. Let me here close everything. And that's it. Now we need to work on the order details area, this area. So in order to work on this area, we need to copy again a code from the account in order to not to create the code from scratch. So we have this code. Remember this orders. I'm going to close this orders and then I'm going to copy it. I'm going to copy this orders. And then I'm going to paste it here in the order details. I'm going to paste it here. And we need to change many things. The first thing is that we need to display the order. We need to display instead of order. First I'm going to change this to order details. And then instead of displaying the order itself, we need to display the products that belong to that order. So to do this, we need to check the database. So in the database, what we can display is that we can display each single order has, of course, a product. We need to display the product ID. We actually don't need to display the product ID. We need to display the product name, the product image, and the product price, and possibly the quantity. And yes, the quantity is important. And that's it. That's it. So we need to display these things. We need to display the name, the image, the price, and the quantity. So I'm going to say here product name, and then product image, price, quantity. Product name. The image is going to be with the name, so there is no need for another column. So product name, and then image, price, quantity. Image, we have the image, then price, and quantity. And here I'm going to just say product, because this product column will contain the product as well as the image. So here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say I'm going to uncomment this. Now we need this. Now we need this. And we don't need this. I'm going to remove this. We don't need this. And we don't need this either. I'm going to remove this. And for now, I'm going to also remove this. And I'm going to keep only one. I'm going to just keep these two. So I'm going to remove the PHP code. And I'm going to remove this as well. And I'm going to remove also this PHP code. I'm going to remove it for now, but I'm going to get it later because we need to do the same. So I'm going to remove it for now just to show you the page. So let me head on over to the browser and let me go to the order details. I'm going to go to the here. I'm going to say order underscore details.php. So if I go to the order details, as you can see, I'm going to get this table, product price, quantity, and here it says details, and that's it. We need now to work on this, but before I do this, let me fix here. I have a problem. I need to increase actually the header part. I'm going to say here margin top 5, and let me refresh this. This should fix it. This should fix it, and instead of saying orders, I'm going to say order details. Order details. And we have here again the product price, quantity, and we can display something else, or we just can keep it just simple. Let's keep it like this for now, and then we can later fix this. So let me now work on the PHP side. So at the top here, what we want to do is that we want to get the we want to get the details about that product. So to do this, the first step is that we need to include the connection to the server. I'm going to say include, and then I'm going to say server forward slash connection.php. And then we need to pass the product ID from the account. So if user here in the orders, if user clicks on details, which is this form, we need to take the user to the order details.php. So here in the form we need to say method, and the method could be just get request. We don't have to use a post request for this. And the method and the action. So the action could be and should be order underscore details dot php. And this button, we need to give this button a name. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to say name is equal to order details underscore btn. And we need to pass the order. We need to say here input, and then type hidden, and then we need to say value, and the value is going to be equal to the order ID. Value, and the value is going to be equal to PHP, and then echo, and then we need to echo the raw, and we need to say here order ID, order underscore ID. And we need here to say name, and the name is going to be order underscore ID. So we have these two inputs now. Let me first check the account page. I'm going to go to the account.php, and as you can see, this is the button. This is the button. These are the buttons. Let me now go to the order details and work on this part. So in the order details, we need to say if, and then we need to check is set get order details btn, and is set get order ID. So if we have these two, what we need to do is that we need to connect to the database and get the details. So I'm going to say here connection. I'm going to first get the order ID. I'm going to say order ID is going to be equal to get, and then order underscore ID. And then we need to connect to the database. So I'm going to say con and then prepare, and then select all from order items, order underscore items, where order underscore ID is equal to question mark. And let me say here where. And then I'm going to store this in a variable called statement. I'm going to say here stmt is equal to this. And then we need to say here stmt, and then bind param, and then we need to bind the order ID. We need to say here order ID, and we just need to execute. We need to say stmt execute, and lastly we need to say statement, and then get result, and then we can store the result in a variable called order underscore details. So order details is going to be equal to this. Else, if we don't have these things, if the order details button or the order ID are not found